Hello, 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 hello. Dirty Trucking here, Dirty Trucking. Some more stealing going on with Hertz rental car. Went to go pay my phone bill and wondered why my card wasn't being accepted for the phone bill. I go on my account. I got $4.30-something in my goddamn account. I'm like, where's the fuck is all my money? I ain't been spending money like that, and I keep track mentally of the money I done spent. So I scroll down the list to see what's on there. I see a $502 charge from Hertz. Oh, I think it's $520 charge from Hertz that posted on the 15th. And I'm wondering why is it saying $520 when they charged my card $308. I have it right here. If you can see it. What they say? They say $308.41. That's what I was charged to rent this current car. $308.41. And I saw that in my bank account. $308.41. And I told law enforcement before this is what the fuck they did. The amount would show up in my account, and somehow they're able to go back in the account and make it look like that original amount was never there and that they charged $520. Now, I saw a statement in here where I saw $520 on here. So somebody called themselves playing games, and I think it's coming from my apartment. I think somebody went in this damn glove compartment and found an invoice that they had gave me. I don't know why it said $520 because that's not what I was charged. I think somebody found the invoice and they charged it to my bank and took the remainder of my goddamn money out the bank. Let me see if I can find the invoice. That's for the Malibu. Because one of these invoices she handed me had $510 on it. That's $309. $520. Oh, here you go. Here you go, right here. $520.30. I don't even know what it's for. Let me see if that matches the invoice of the car I got now. Hold on, let me check a few things. Well, I'm gonna show you the $520. You see that? It says $520.03. Let me see if I can find the invoice for this car. Yeah. Nope, it's not matching the rental record number. Let me see if it's matching any rental record number. 38975. Here we go. It's supposed to be, it's matching the Chevy Malibu rental record. See a rental record number up top? 389753335. That's what that's matching. The Chevy Malibu. I went up there to update my form of payment. I told you this is exactly what they've been doing. You go up there to update your form of payment. They start billing you money for days when you just in there update your form of payment. Now, the Chevy Malibu was taken back Friday to update my form of payment. This past Friday, which was the 11th. I didn't end up with the same car because she told me the car was sold. So I ended up in this car. Now, the Chevy Malibu was due to auto renew on this past Tuesday. I brought it in Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's 4 days. The car was returned early. 4 days. Because it was due to auto extend on this coming Tuesday, whatever that date was for this Tuesday this week. So it got returned 4 days early. So they can't charge me for those 4 days. So I don't know what this is. The $520.03. I don't know what that's for. But it had something to do with the Chevy Malibu. But I don't know how they charged my card for that. Because the card was charged for the Chevrolet I have now. See the date on there? Wait a minute, can you see the date? The 11/24, and it's supposed to be the 18th to return. If you auto extending, it renews on the 18th. The 18th should be this coming Friday when it auto extends. When I came in there Friday to return, to update my form of payment. I came in Friday to update my form of payment. When they update the form of payment, she told me the car was sold. She had to give me another car. That's how I ended up in this car. So she put all the information in. She said, we're going to charge you $308 to the card. Can we proceed? Yes, you can. Do you see $308? $308 was charged to the card on the 11th. How the fuck they got $520 showing in my account? What happened to the fucking $308? This company has a way of getting back in the account, making the original charge, which was the $308, disappear and replace it with another charge. And this bank has yet to explain that. I'm not supposed to be charged $520 damn dollars. At all. I'm in there updating my form of payment. So, $520.03 minus $308.14. That's what they took out of my bank account. Because last I checked, I had a little over $200 in there. Then I stopped at Family Dollar and a couple other places. But I know I had more than enough to pay my phone bill, which was $70. Should have been in my account. I'm trying to pay my T-Mobile. All of a sudden, I'm wondering why they keep talking about they can't take this card. It's because I see a transaction on there from Hertz for $520.13. What happened to the fucking $308? I have an invoice here showing that they charged me $308. Where the fuck is it? I don't know what this is. This the game they play. They hand you this shit with this shit, and then when they get ready to steal the money from you, it was this shit. I don't owe them $520. Not for no Chevy Malibu. The car was returned early. So they owe me exactly 4 days of what I was being charged $309.20 to rent the car for 7 days. It got returned 4 days early. 4 days early. So $309.20 divided by 7 is the per day rate for the car. So when you multiply that per day rate by 4, and that's what they have to subtract off me having the car. So when you subtract that off, I can't do it because I'm on the phone. Well, let me see if I can get my ink pen. We just do it old school. We're just going to do this shit old school while we on the phone. Let's do this shit old school. Let's do this shit old school. They took $520. And I don't know, maybe I'll be making a correction on this video. They took $520. $520.03 minus $308. When I say 14. Oh, $309.20. Got to go old school because I can't video and calculate at the same time. $520.03 minus $309.14. Okay, 20. So we got 9801. $210.89 is the additional amount. If you subtract the $520 03 from the 309.14 is $210.89 that then I took out of my bank account. $210.89. So now the weekly rate for that Malibu was $309.14. I'm gonna divide that by 7. 7 going at 30 3 times. That's 21. Wait, well, let's go 4. Let's go 4. That'll give you 28. 7 times 4 is 28. It's 2. Bring down a 9. We're going to go 8. One. So we got 11. So that's 1 time. 7 into 11 leaves 3. And then we got a 4. So, yes. So we're going to have to go. We're going to be off on some change. So, wait a minute. I ain't do something right. Hold on. 7 into 30. 7 times 4 is 28. Oh, that's what I did. I put an 8 instead of 4. That's what I did. So, that's what I did. I put an 8 instead of a 4. All right. 7 times 4 is 28. I keep writing 8. I don't know why I was putting an 8. So, the per day rate was $44.14. $44.14. So, we're going to go back up here. $44.14 times 4. 4, 16, 4, 5, 16. So, if I multiply the 44.14 out by 4 days, I come up with, if I calculate it right, now maybe off, 176.56 for 4 days. So, now I got to go back to the original amount, which was 309.14. 309.14 minus 176.56. All right, so we're going to use this 9, make that an 8, to make that 11, to make that a 10, to make that a 14. So that's 8, 5, 2, 3, 1. So, for the time I had that car when I turned it in on Friday, I should have been billed $132.58. Okay, let me see. $132.58 plus the new amount for this car. Let me find. Okay, this car is $308.14. Oh, wait a minute. I'm finna add that into the 308.14. I'm not supposed to add it into the 308.14 because that week was already paid for. So they actually owed me $176.56. So really, $176.56 should have came off of the full weekly rate of that car was $308.14. The car I'm in now, that's the weekly rate. I'm paid up till the 18th. That week begins the day you come in there. They told me a lie back when I was disputing that 140, talking about the week I was paying for was the previous week. No, it's not. When you rent a car, it's for that day you come in there until when you bring it back. It's for that current week. The current week rental of this car is $308.14, which I paid $308.14. The week of the Malibu was also already paid for. up until that coming Tuesday, which was after Friday when I came in and updated my form of payment. So I paid $309.20, which was paid up until, if Friday was the 11th, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So Tuesday would be the 15th. And the date that amount 520 posted was the 15th. And they're going to lie and talk about the car wasn't paid for. Yes, it was. The day you rent your car, you pay, if you paying weekly, you pay the full weekly amount the day you rent your car. It's not for a previous week like they've been lying and like they lied about last time. They told a lie and said that money was for a previous week. No, it's not. Then I told them I wanted all the invoices from the time I started renting the car. They wouldn't even send it. They've been stealing money and they still ain't got their money. So the 308.14 is for this week of the car. I rented the car on Friday, last week Friday, which was the 11th. The car is paid up for 7 days, which means it's due to auto extend on the 18th. My 308.14 that I paid, this car is paid for all this week up until Friday, this coming Friday, which would be the 18th. And then I have to pay another 308.14. The Chevy Malibu was paid up until wait a minute, I'm forgetting something. Hold on. Wait a minute. It was paid up until 10/8. It was supposed to auto extend on the 8th. That can't be right. Because the 8th is supposed to be on a Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I remember now. Hold on. The 8th was a Tuesday. But because of the fraud on the card, they had to close the card. And I had to wait till my new card came. My new card showed up on the 11th. So I do have to add the 176 in there. So from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, really it's 3 days. So I had to go back and recalculate the 44.14 times 3 days, because that's when I had how long I had the car. And let me see what time I rented this car. I rented this car at 12:07, which means it's an hour before it was due to return. Wait a minute, no. Your rental car is supposed to return at the same time you took it out. I took the car out at 1:02 p.m. Why do they have a 12 p.m. return? Your rental time is supposed to be the same time you took the car out to get your full 24 hours. And I noticed that on this one. I rented the car at 12:07. They're telling me to bring it back at 10 a.m. That's another way they get money. They're going to try to say you kept the car 2 hours. I rented the car at 12:07. I'm supposed to bring the car back at 12:07. No later than 12:07. These motherfuckers are stealing left and right. So let me go back to the calculation. Let me get this goddamn shit right. I know this video about to be confusing. Okay, the current rental I'm in is 308.14, which they charged. I'm good. Paid for up until the 18th. That I'm not disputing. But I'm disputing how did the 308, it was charged to my bank. I went in my bank account and made sure it was 308 because I saw this $520 damn thing. And I wanted to make sure they charged me the 308. I saw with my own 2 eyes that 308 was charged out of my bank. Now, you know, this company has a habit of not taking a payment. They'll charge it and then don't take it. Then somehow it mysteriously drops off the account and then reappears. So, That's how they stealing. You charged me $308. I saw it on there. $308 should have posted to my account by now. But it didn't. On the 15th, which is that, okay, Friday was the 11th. The 15th would have been Tuesday. 15th would have been Tuesday of this week of the rental car for the Malibu. I no longer have the Malibu. They charged my account $520. And what is that? What I say? 3 cents on the 15th. When they should have been charging me only for 3 days. 44.14 times 3. 44.14 times 3. Okay, there's 12. Carry 1. 3, 4. That's 12. Carry 1. 3 times 4. 12. With a 1. So, they should have been charging me on the 15th for the rental of their car. They should have been charging me $132.42. $132.42. So let me add that to the current rental amount. We got $308.14 plus $132.42. 4, 5, 6, 5, 8, 9, 10, 4. So, total money should have been charged would have been $440.56. $440.56. If you're going to do a bulk total. But you can't do that. I'm trying to figure out, how can they charge my card on the 11th for $308 and the $308 disappear off my account? They're using this shit that the merchant didn't finalize the charge. That's what they're doing. And then you end up going back in the goddamn account. But the merchant did finalize the charge. It's no longer showing on the account. And then on the 15th, you combine the charge of the Malibu and this car and charged too much. So, what I say the total was, they should have charged $440.56. So I got to subtract $520.03 minus $440.56. And that'll be the amount I should have had left. This is the amount they took over. Okay, let's go in here. We can't carry that 2. That's going to make that a 1. That'll make that a 10, a 9. 10, 9. That'll be a 13. So that'll be 7, 4, 9, 5, 4, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. So, they overcharged me $79.47. $79.47. But I got money just disappearing out my goddamn bank account. And I don't know how. I don't know fucking how. They overcharged me $79.47. Really, they overcharged me the $132.42. You want to know why? Because I was just updating my form of payment. I should have still been under my original contract. I just updated my form of payment. But they canceled out the contract. Maybe had to get a new contract. Like I was turning the car in. I wasn't turning the car in. This is your procedure to update your form of payment. But you've been stealing money. $79.47. I got money just fucking disappearing out of my bank account. $79.47. I shouldn't have been charged anything. You want to know why? Because I was paid up until 10/8. 10/8 with the Malibu. Now, something's wrong with these dates. If 10/8 is Tuesday, oh no, that's right. 10/8 is Tuesday. The 11th is Friday. That's when I turn the car in. They couldn't get the 10/8 payment because of the fraud on the card. So, and then the car got sold. So technically, I still should have been under the Malibu contract, updating my form of payment. But they are using the update of the form of payment to get additional money out of you. Now, not only did I pay the $308.14 for the week of this car, they charged me for 3 additional days just to update my form of payment. They are stealing. And I told you this when they did this shit to me, when they charged me that $140. They are stealing. They are stealing my money. And I'm tired of complaining to the FBI. I'm tired of complaining to people about these people stealing my goddamn money. Then I just tried to get Huntington Bank customer service on the phone. They're not answering the goddamn phone. They're supposed to be available till 8 p.m. It's not 8 p.m. here. They're not answering the phone. They using the updated form of payment to charge you additional days, making it look like you kept the car additional days. I didn't keep the car additional days. I had to update my form of payment because fraud activity on the card. But then you said the car got sold. So you had to put me in this car. So you had to close out the contract anyway because the car got sold. They're using closing the contract out, updating your form of payment, and getting money. You just updating your card. I don't owe you $137 for 3 days for updating my card. The money that I paid for this car on Friday should have been for the week when I turned this car in. It should have been for the week of the Malibu. It should have been for the week of 10/8, which was Tuesday, until this coming Tuesday. But they don't do it that way. They got to close out your contract. So now it's changing your payment date. And so now they're going to sit up and bill you for having the car 3 days for updating your form of payment. I was just updating my form of payment. And they done went in my account. It don't even show they took out 308. How do you go in an account and remove a charge of 308 and replace it with 520? And there's no record of it on my goddamn account. It's because they stealing from me. And I told you, I don't know how many times I got to explain this shit. I'm sick of this goddamn place. They're going to get sued. I'm tired of the fucking stealing. You stealing my money straight out the fucking bank. You ain't got no business being allowed to go back into an original transaction, remove it, and then put a different transaction up there. When I was standing in your face and you charged me $308 fucking goddamn dollars. They are stealing. And I told you.